Duarte Cardoso Pinto has the honour of starting this one. Man who was such a key figure in getting Portugal into this World Cup. Great take, great example. Marco Bortolami for Italy, and the nursemaid behind the pack. Shepherding them is Alessandro Troncon as they drive and drive. Well, this is a mighty impressive start for the Italian pack. Huge confidence booster for them. Troncon into the box. Covering is Pedro Cabral, making his first start of this World Cup. Does well though, safely away, but what about that pack drive?
Excellent start. It was a great take by Bortolami at the kickoff there. The structure was very good and there was just absolutely no opposition in front of them there. Took it on very nicely. A well-placed kick from Troncon. First line out, just outside the 22. Ideal attacking platform for the Italians. Huge
pressure on Gonzalo Uva, 22-year-old, as Bortolami dominates again. De Marigny up the middle goes Andrea Massi in his second World Cup. Troncon there. De Marigny, they'll want an early score, Italy. This is Aguilar, Antonio Aguilar. Great runner in sevens. Duarte Cardoso Pinto should have found touch, doesn't. Bortolucci inside, big number 8. This is Manoa Vosawai. Keep your eyes on him. He's been a great find by Berbizier. Away by De Marigny. Sergio Parisse, a legend in these parts as part of the Stade Francais triumphant squad, and they're running riot here. Giraldini on to Bortolucci, wide now to Pratichetti. Portugal's defence already under siege. Inside the Lobos 22. Stay on your feet is the call.
All of your feet.
Well,
only one and playing the ball.
There's a pattern of things to come. It's going to be a very tough night for the Portuguese.
Yeah, it certainly will be. The foundations for the Italians at the moment are excellent. Kicking the ball away unnecessarily there, De Marigny earlier on in the action. However, the counter-attack was very good. Opting to go for the corner. This is a sign of confidence from the Italians.
Well, as we know, last time they met it was 83-0. Portugal have to try and put that memory behind them. Took place in Aquila back in October 2006, but it must be fresh in the minds of some. Bortolami. And Italy won't perhaps make the mistake of others of being overconfident against the lower ranked teams. This is a drive to the line. Is it just short? I think so. Ball is there somewhere. The referee has an arm raised, advantage being played to Italy. That's the goal line, that's the corner flag. Troncon, De Marigny slips it through. Massi under the post. Andrea Massi's 9th try. And the perfect start really for Italy. Comprehensive.
Ideal start for the Italians. Just came from sustained pressure. Came from sustained pressure from the forwards up front. And then again, a good finish by the backline there. Running strong onto the ball was Massi. As we see here, De Marigny, he just comes on short. He hits the ball straight. De Marigny drifting across the defence. Ball watching there. We'll see the gap open up. No one quite sure. He came from depth. Just too strong and too fast close to the line.
Experienced centre who's been in and out of the team, but this is his 33rd cap. The man who joined Biarritz a year ago. Lovely little pop pass from De Marigny, and at pace took a good angle round and under the post. This is Bortolucci. 7-0, and so very simple, and the pack totally dominant in these first 4 minutes.
It's exactly as we talked about. The pack, they're the ones who are going to cause the trouble. We see here just not coming up in a line there. The hole's opened up, and he thank you very much. I'm going to wander through there with absolute ease, no problem at all. But the ground, the basis of it, the groundwork set by the big 8.
Well, I think they might settle for the 3 points here.
I think that'd be the smarter option. I think they'd take the 3 points and just get it started again. The Italians getting away from what they started the game doing very well, and that was the 8 forwards working together and just taking the Portuguese right through the heart of it. As we see here, going into the tackle situation, not effective with the clean out. We've got Massi in there with Vosavai and Bergamasco. They've got to commit a few more players to the breakdown and make sure that they maintain a good clean position. The ball has got to be on a plate for Troncon because they will go forward all night. If they manage to do that, it's a lot easier for the number 10 to operate behind that.
I'll tell you what, Rob, just looking round now, how this ground has filled up. It's tremendous. It's virtually completely full.
Well, there's a number of Italian restaurants around here and Portuguese restaurants around the Parc, so they're obviously having an early dinner and get straight to the stadium, but obviously a few digestives, and they made it for 8 o'clock, but it's literally full now. There's probably about 2,000 missing, that's all.
Fantastic. So something like 42,000 at least here tonight. Crowd don't like this decision by Italy, but it's sensible enough. 3 points on offer in front of the post, and Bortolussi couldn't miss. Captains the Portuguese 7 squad, Diogo Mateus from Belenenses. Bortolussi makes safe. Well, he's kicked well, out of hand and off the floor.
He's played very well.
Statistician Anorak down below. Rob, thank you. 22 seconds, 28 seconds. Here they have the ball as well. Jose Pinto, replacement Diego Gama. Bit of magic is there here. Pinto, yes, he's pirouetted through the tackle. Needs an offload. Bergamasco scrambles back with the tackle. Now they've got men wide. Portugal should be on here. Offloaded and a try for Penalva. David Penalva. Brilliant score. That was Sevens rugby for you, and what a counter from Portugal to thrill the impartial as well as the Portuguese supporters here tonight. Wonderful try.
That's how you construct a try. Italians, take a look at that one. Superb play by the Portuguese. They peeled the line out off round the back, hit through the midfield with the replacement player Gama, who did very well setting up. Then it was the switch from Pinto, as we see here, and then Pinto making the break. Here's the half break he makes, slip through the half tackle at Troncon. Bergamasco tried to put pressure on him. Pinto senses the opportunity out wide. Cabral does very well here. There's your replacement man, Gama, and there's the try, the big man. Penalov. Oh, I'm not even going to try and get that one right, Nigel.
He'll know who it is. Look at him here.
Will.
That will be 50 metres by the time the night is through. Wonderful moment, and David Penalva is the one to score it. His first try for Portugal. Now the chance of the added points. Duarte Cardoso Pinto from the touchline. Unlucky. Just shaded the right hand upright. But what a psychological boost this score will be.
As we see it here again, coming through, just worked it beautifully. Beautiful passes you called over the top there. And that's very well finished. But the way they constructed the play, they went through 3 phases of play there. It was all very well done, calculated. They had an extra man there as well.
The Italians now it's really... Bafouillent, big impact player, but again, bravely fell. Troncon, half chance, closed down by Thiago Girao.
Get back here.
Can they survive this last minute without conceding, Portugal, or can Italy make a more obvious reflection of their territorial and possession dominance?
Step.
18 metres out, to drive again from Bortolami. Troncon sees half gap, and it's a block, is it? It's going to be a penalty against Portugal once more. Offside. A little bit of nasty, a little bit of aggro. Pierre Berbizier, Italy's coach, will not be happy. Vosawai still receives attention. Bortolussi kicks for goal. Sensible option, and that summons the half-time whistle. And at 16 points to 5.
Let's see if these guys add something to the Portuguese performance.
Well, I know this guy Andrea Silva coming on is quite a hard nut in the nicest way. From Nîmes, which is a pretty rugged sort of rugby down there. I just think you'd know, Simon, but let's concentrate on Italy for the moment as Pratichetti feeds inside. They are desperate for a score. They want at least 3 more tries. They want a bonus point alongside, of course, the ultimate priority, which is the win. That's not assured yet. Andrea Massi, and then the switch up the middle. Castro Giovanni. And the big prop sets it up and is impeded. Is he on the ground?
No.
And Troncon is losing his cool.
No, it's not you, the backline offside. You were fine. Backline offside.
Well, it was an earlier penalty. He's pinged them 4. So Troncon getting very, very animated there with the remonstrating with his own players, but also certainly with the Portuguese. That's a sign of frustration, and this is a sign of the lack of confidence out there at the moment, isn't it? Taking this shot at goal with 18 to go.
I absolutely agree with you. I mean, well, they're obviously dispensing with the thought of getting 4 tries. Interestingly, it was in fact nothing to do with the pile-up on the ground there. which caused the offside. It was the backs that the referee called.
17 minutes, 14 seconds remaining.
17 minutes 40 seconds to go. And here are Italy, relying on Bortolussi to keep their heads above water. And thankfully for them, that's his fourth.
He's kicked very well tonight, hasn't he? Kicked well from hand, he's kicked well from the ground as well. Goal.
He's got a great boot on him, but not quite as strong as he'd hoped that time. Canavosio, Troncon, oof.
Look at the chase, look at the pressure they put straight away on the booker. Excellent play, Portugal.
Particularly impressive to see second row forwards up there in the challenge. Now it's the opposition, Antonio Del Fava. Replacement Perugini. Prop with fresh legs these last few minutes. 10 minutes remain, that's all. Pedro Cabral. Well, some adventure, but trouble. Could cost dear. Just enough support, I think, to save the day.
Well, he's done well to hold on to that. He won't win many favours with the forward pack to race back to help him, though.
No. There's a penalty here too, and that really can all rest at the feet of Pedro Cabral, who hesitated, thought he'd take a gamble, but it was a foolhardy one. Into the corner. Italy, just the one try. Want to end on a high note at least.
Hoover taking the ball away there by himself, got a little bit isolated. The tacklers in straight away in a strong position. The Italians putting pressure on the ball, hence the penalty. 10 metres out now. The Italians are going to make this one count.
Bortolami, Perugini from Stade Toulousain. Back to what they were doing at the very kick-off of this match. Troncon joins in, so too Mauro Bergamasco. Is there any strength left in the Portuguese reserves in the defence? They look as though they're going to concede here. The platform rolls forward to the Portuguese line itself. Now it's about downward pressure. The try must be awarded.
Well, that was inevitable. That was inevitable. But I didn't think we'd be saying that in the 72nd minute of the game.
Bergamasco. Well, he's perhaps striven harder than anyone in these last 20 minutes.
Well worked. Well worked. The structure was good. It was always in place. They remained disciplined. They stayed tight. Troncon getting himself right into the thick of it there. He's been in everything tonight, in the good and the bad of the Italian performance. And then, as we see the drive over by the line, 10-metre drive, well worked. They held their structure. The Italians did well there to hold out. 10 metres, maintain the discipline. That's what they had to do. As you see what that means to Troncon. I'm sure he's very frustrated, though, with this performance.
Yes, it's not the celebrations of a contented man. So, finally, Portuguese defence outgunned, outweighted. It's been a terrific second half effort by the Portuguese. But Italy still would like 2 more tries. Here's Bortolussi. It's going to stay wide. 24 points to 5 it stays. And the Portuguese fans are not dismayed, not downhearted. But this was good, solid work.
Yeah, it was excellent work by the Italian forward pack there. Take nothing away from the Portuguese, though. They really stuck in there. They really worked hard in the defence there. But just the structures and the discipline of the Italian forward pack there took its toll eventually with Bergamasco scoring a well-deserved try. He was playing it there with a short throw straight at the Portuguese player. But anyway, they score here. They've got enough time to score that elusive 4th try for the evening, but they've got to score quickly.
They've got to score twice, remember. They're on 2 tries at the moment. They could do it. They could rumble it again here. Rumble and drive, and they could well be on for try number 3, and they'd still have about 3.5 minutes to go.
Great great defence, the Portuguese.
I tell you what, that is really spirited. The ball pops up out of nowhere in the middle. It's still with Italy. The line still beckons. Little chip and chase, clever ball. Massi, try two for him. Very, very well chosen option by Marani there.
We've seen it so often in this World Cup, haven't we? When the heart to the line, there's no one back in there, no second wave of defenders there in place. They just want to get out of the line, the Portuguese, get up and put pressure on them. Marani sits back very nicely, lets the defence come to him, pops it over the top with the left foot, and well chased through by Massi there. Second try for the evening. He's another guy, worked hard tonight. He's looked strong tonight. He's been more impressive of the Italian backline, along with Bortoluzzi. They've performed well, those two, and that's a very well taken try. They still have time for that fourth try.
Yeah, we've seen it before in the dying seconds. Argentina, in their lacklustre second game, scored literally with the last move of the match to get their fourth try. And could Italy repeat that? Here's Bortoluzzi, one of their successes of the night, adds the 2 points. They, in a sense, are irrelevant. The game is won. It's all about now whether they'll get their bonus points, which have become such a critical part in this countdown to the qualifying of the quarter-final stages.
Certainly in this pool, with Scotland having taken maximum points from their first two games, and that game at Saint-Etienne, well, there's a whole lot more on it now. If they can come away with the bonus points,